This might be the best-selling automatic watch on AliExpress. Every single store that I have checked has sold this in massive numbers, and to be honest, it's easy to understand why. You've heard me saying this before, new watches and new brands pop up on AliExpress pretty much every day, but very few manage to achieve that cult favorite status. Those that have been in the budget watch collecting game for a little while would kind of be familiar with all the icons that I'm talking about. Today, we'll be taking a look at the Steeldive SD1970 or 1970, which is probably the biggest watch bargain that you can find pretty much everywhere. At the time of filming, this is around $80. Again, affiliate links down below, and this pretty much encapsulates why AliExpress watches are so loved by so many people. Also, while you're there, into the description box below, do check out that subscribe button. I'd really love for you to hit it. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subs, so every little helps. Going back to the watch, this has so much going for it. First of all, starting with the low price, of course, the borrowed design, the unbeatable movement, and on top of this, an element that 95% of the watch brands, the budget watch brands, sort of leave out or are lacking: the lume. It has heaps and heaps of lume for a watch under $100. Now, if you ask me, lume plays a huge role in the market as it appeals to the lume junkie / lovers out there, and also not just the people that want a cheap Captain Willard lookalike. Now, all that being said, you think that, what is the catch with this watch? Under $100. Is the construction shady? Nope, it isn't. You're wrong again. Let's take a closer look. Starting with the proportions, I do believe that this has similar proportions to the Captain Willard for very, very obvious reasons. We have a case diameter of 43.5 millimeters, a lug width of 20 millimeters, a lug to lug of 48 with female end links, a thickness of 13.6 with a flat sapphire crystal, and a weight of, just hold on for this, you need to sit down, 172 grams, sized up for my 6.3 inch wrist on the metal bracelet. Yes, it's heavy, and you expect it to be that heavy, especially when the case is a big slab of metal. With a bit of Seiko magic, of course, it doesn't wear like that at all. It's very balanced on the wrist if you have it on the bracelet, of course. With a strap, the experience might be different because most of the weight is in the watch head. Moving on from this and touch on the finishing, you pretty much have all brushed finish everywhere, and if you ask me, this wouldn't be something that would be on my list of negatives regardless of what type of finishing it has, given the cost. I don't expect much, and I don't expect great finish, again, given that most of us will buy this to have it as a beater, and because of that, the brushed finish in this case is pretty much on par with what it's supposed to be. Outside of this, everything fits pretty snugly. The tolerances are actually quite good, the end links don't jiggle at all, and the crown screws in pretty nicely, giving us that 200 meter stated water resistance. One thing that took some time to loosen up was the bezel. It took time to loosen up. When I took it out of the box after a few days, it would almost get stuck on the first position or the last position that it was left in. But after the first turn, no problems at all, and it would start to be a bit more fluid. I think there was some rust or something stuck in there. Who knows, after it was sitting in the warehouses back in China, because now it's perfect and it works smooth every time. It's not stuck at all. And again, with perfect alignment, and it has better action than literally watches that cost 5 times more. I know you heard this before and you're used to hearing it with watches coming from AliExpress, but there you go. And it's actually very, very satisfying. Oh, and I didn't mention ceramic insert with lume markers that actually shine pretty bright, pretty damn bright for a watch costing $80 something or $80. This is insane. This is why we love watches. Let's talk about the dial, because again, Captain Willard all over. So if you know that, there's nothing here for me to mention in terms of aesthetics that it is not carried over from that watch. The logo is the only thing that belongs to Steeldive, and probably the thing that some people might be put off by. Some scuba tanks with some diving goggles and some fins. It depends how you look at this, but the way they're sort of mushed up on the dial there, they don't look good together at all, and it doesn't make for the most appealing logo. While we're on the dial, it's worth mentioning, of course, the other thing that makes this watch the bargain that it is the lume, man. There's so much lume. There are not that many watches under $100 that have this much lume, like full stop. I don't know of any. If you do, let me know in the comment section down below, because this is insane. I don't know what it is about lume, but a lot of the times lume might be the deciding factor on any price point. And very often, unless you're buying a San Martin off AliExpress, is the one element that is sacrificed on the budget brands. We have C3 and BGW9 pretty much everywhere, and honestly, I don't even know how to measure this. I used to have P-lume, and I probably should bring P-lume back, but this is insane. It charges from the sun, it charges from my UV torch, and it just shines super bright pretty much everywhere, and is on par with probably Seiko's. Again, they cost much more. Probably say it's on par with my 62 mass. It's probably not better, and it has two shades of lume that both shine very bright. So again, Steeldive, I don't know what you did or how you did it to put this much into this watch, but keep doing it. Sticking to the value theme here, we have under the hood the NH35, and get this, by the way, it runs at -2 seconds per day. I don't know if I hit the jackpot with this watch or whatever it is. It's just like winning the cheap watch lottery. This is what buying watches from AliExpress is all about. This is what gets us excited. God, we're such a weird group of people. But honestly, what else would you need for a watch under that much money? Jesus, I've been praising it so long. And in true fashion here, lastly, we have the Bracelet. And this is another line in the watch lottery, if you get the pun. We have solid end links that fit perfectly into the case, milled lower clasp, and get this, 6 micro adjustments, 6 holes of micro adjustments. No jingly jangly or anything. We have push pins to adjust, and I didn't have any problems sizing it, which was pretty much bang on. So again, if you do decide to keep it on a bracelet, you're covered, because the bracelet is actually very good. So to sum it up there, guys, this is pretty much the type of watch that would be a fit for everyone. And the reason why I'm saying this, it doesn't matter if it's too big or too small for which people. Too small, I don't think, because you need a really big wrist. The value for money here is outstanding. And this is the kind of watch, I think Jody, and I keep referring to him or referencing him in my videos, has 3, and for a good reason. They're just so damn good. The thing is, it's not like they sacrificed anything out of all the elements, or they gave you less of something else or poor quality of something else. I don't know why you wouldn't buy this watch. The only thing that you might be put off might be the logo, but still, with everything else that is on offer with the rest of the watch, I can perfectly live with that. It's just some scuba tanks, again, some goggles, and some fins. You'd be crazy not to buy this, guys. Links down below. So with that was my review of probably the best-selling watch, the best-selling automatic watch on AliExpress from Steeldive, the Steeldive SD1970 Captain Willard homage. Thank you very much for watching. Click a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't so, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. Bye. Bye.